Okay, so Gavin shows up at my house, and as we're driving, he goes, had a weird thing happen today. And I go, what's that? And he goes, somebody chucked a load of pickles on my front door in a bag full of brine, like pickle brine. And I was like, you mean like a jar of Vlasic pickles, full pickles, dumped into a freezer bag, Ziploc shut, like full of brine and pickles. And he was like, yeah, it's just on my front porch. And then I was like, well, you have cameras, so let's look at the cameras. He pulls up. The pickles just show up on his front door camera.
It's like they just get delivered by a hand that didn't have a body. You can just see them like slide into frame, and there's no one there.
So the whole ride back to Gavin's house, we're going to give him a ride home. We're like, do you think the pickles will be on the porch? Should we check? We get there, we run up, and there were 3 giant dry-ass cucumbers in a Ziploc bag. They weren't pickles. I don't know how Gavin got them. They were pickles. There was no pickle brine. There was no brine of anything. It was just 3 cucumbers in a bag.
In my defense, the bag was full of condensation, and I think I mistook it for it. All I did really, there was an Uber waiting. I just walked out my front door. I thought, that looks like a bag of pickles, as I stepped over them, and then I just continued walking. I didn't touch him. I didn't really look at him.
I walk up, I look at the cucumbers, look to the right, see the note, pick it up. It's like, hey, here's some cucumbers from the garden. If you don't need them, pass them on to the next neighbor. Thanks.
It was more confusing at a glance. Everything made sense now that I had time to investigate.
He found footage from another camera that was fascinating.
It was delivered, I guess, by an elderly woman who
Mission Impossible did.
Kind of looked like a witch out of Left 4 Dead. And she was like hobbling around, and she like grabs the pole near the front of the house and kind of swings her arm around and just like slides it onto the bit that the camera could see. She like deliberately avoided going up the steps. She just reached around the railings and put it there. So it looked like from the doorbell that no one delivered it.
Gavin was right when he texted it to me. He goes, she has advanced angles. And he couldn't have been more true. Like, she totally like Ethan hunted her way across his driveway. She like hugged the wall. She was looking over her shoulder and looking around, trying to spot like, I don't know, threats. It was fucking fascinating. And then she just disappeared into the darkness from whence she came. And she did look a little like a Left 4 Dead witch. He's not wrong there.
And she came, like, she didn't come from the street. It looked like she came out of my own garage somehow. I don't know how she, I don't know where she came from.
She came from your backyard or wherever. I assume she lives under the house. I don't know.
Maybe they're my cucumbers and she just picked them for me.
Whoa, you want to see where that clip's from? And all the other clips that you're going to be seeing with the new Face regulation animation, subscribe to Face, the podcast. Check it out now. Get a first membership and get it a day early. It's really all we could ask from you. Also, don't scrump, please. No scrumping.